Hello, and welcome to Tangled Twists. I'm Lissa, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite aesthetics, Viking Modern. Viking Modern is my favorite style for winter wear because it's simple to make, comfortable, and extremely easy to layer. As the garments are based loosely on Iron Age or Viking era garments, I started calling it Viking Modern to reference both the historical origins and the fact that it's not a strict historical representation. I haven't done oodles of research on this look, just enough to get an idea for the general shapes and construction techniques, but since these garments are for everyday wear and not historical reenactment, I'm not particularly fussed about accuracy. Essentially, I've used the Iron Age concept of layers of square-cut tunics and coats and combined them with modern trousers, jewelry, and accessories to create a look that I find to be very comfortable and easy to wear. The fabric here is also a consideration. I love working with linen and wool, which is fantastic because linen and wool were staples for a large part of history, especially in the Iron Age. They are my absolute favorites to work with because they have a couple of very special characteristics. Linen is an amazing body layer. A body layer is a layer of fabric that goes directly against your skin. And the reason linen is so excellent for this and has been used for a very, very long time for the body layer is because linen has some antibacterial properties. It doesn't hold odors well, and it's a naturally wicking fabric. That means if you start to get sweaty or you get wet, the fibers themselves will help carry that water to the outside of the fabric where it can evaporate faster. That makes it really great for summer wear because it helps keep you cool. Wool is similarly amazing. It also doesn't hold odors terribly well, and it's a very special fabric because it does a really good job of keeping you warm in cold weather and cool in warm weather. It's also very unique in the sense that if you get it wet, it's still going to be able to keep you warm. It's going to retain all of those properties, which something like cotton typically does not. So combining linen and wool together is about as perfect a combination as you can get, and I absolutely love working with it. I use this combination all the time. It's fantastic. So let's take a look at one of my Viking Modern winter ensembles. This is the base for my winter Viking Modern outfit. I have a long sleeve square cut linen shirt and modern trousers that I Frankensteined from a Simplicity jumpsuit pattern. And yes, it has pockets. Over the shirt, I layer a looser cut short sleeved wool tunic. Putting the wool over the linen adds an extra layer of warmth and helps keep the wool clean by preventing it from touching my skin. That can also be really helpful if you're sensitive to wool, because wool can be a little bit scratchy. So having a layer between you and it makes it so that you can wear wool. Since square-cut garments can tend to look a little boxy, I use a tablet woven belt to accent the waist. I'll also frequently use an 18th century pocket as a belt pouch, as there is no such thing as too many pockets. For extra winter layers, I can do a number of things. I can use a square cloak. That's a Viking style cloak that's just a giant square of fabric that you attach with a brooch of some type. I can wear it with a modern cloak with a hood if I want to make sure that I can cover my head, or I can layer both of them for extra warmth. I can also add a Viking style coat, which looks rather like a duster and I'm not showing here, but that's also a possibility if I need to add even more layers. Since I do like to wear this style a lot, I've decided that I need to start incorporating some more pieces. Right now I have 3 long sleeve shirts, 4 wool tunics, and 2 pairs of trousers, which might seem like a lot, but really isn't when you think about it. I don't even have enough long sleeve shirts to wear each of my tunics once before I have to do wash. That doesn't get you very far during a week if you're having a cold spell, and I've learned from experience that only having 2 pairs of trousers is a rather large mistake. I'm reasonably hard on my clothes, so I learned that if you only have 2 pairs of trousers that you wear all the time, they might make it 2 years. One of the pairs that I have right now has actually just been recently repaired because I'm already wearing it out. So it is definitely time for me to make some more things. And I'm going to be starting with the trousers because those are my most immediate need. I only have the 2 pairs and I desperately need to have more than that. So we're going to start there. And then I will probably go ahead and make the shirt next because, like I said, I have 4 tunics to go over everything. That's quite a lot. That's almost a week's worth of wear right there. And because they don't touch my skin, I can get a lot of wears out of them before I need to wash them. So I do need to make some more shirts, and I'm going to need to adjust that pattern a little bit, because the reason I only have 3 shirts is because over the summer I put on some muscle from swimming, and several of the other shirts that I had don't fit anymore. So that is where we will be going with this. If you'd like to play along at home and make your own Viking Modern wardrobe, find a pattern for some trousers that you like. I don't draft my own trousers yet. I'm not quite that far along, but we will be drafting the long sleeve tunic and the wool over tunic from our own measurements, because that way you can get a nice even fit and you can get some practice with some square cut garments. So come on back for next time when we'll be starting with my Viking Modern wardrobe, and I will see you then.